Hey everyone, welcome back to RJK English. Today we're going to talk about where English comes from. Why is English so strange in its spelling? And it's pretty easy, but first we'll start with German, okay? So English is a Germanic language. It has the same root as German, Dutch, and even Norse languages. Though Nordic languages are a little bit different, but anyways, it's a Germanic language. When England originally was a Celtic island, so Irish, Scottish, these types of languages, Welsh, Cornish, but then the Anglo-Saxons invaded England. When they did, they brought Germanic language with them. Okay, so now English has a German basis. So let me show you a little bit. Ich gehe zur Arbeit. This literally means I go to work. It even is more like German if I say Ich gehe zur Kindergarten. A child would have to say this because only children of 5 years old, around 5 years old, go to kindergarten. But this is a German word. Ich gehe zur Kindergarten. I go to kindergarten. Okay? I have water. Ich habe Wasser. I have water. English is a Germanic language. Okay? The weird thing about English, just to point out something strange, is if I ask this question to you, do you have water? I say, hast du? Du is you, and we're changing the verb to match du. Hast du Wasser? It's direct. Have you water? But this is not how we ask it this is not how we ask it in English, is it? We say, do you have water? And we don't capitalize water. Do you? We add this do at the beginning. Instead of saying, have you water? Have you water? We say, do you have water? In the same way, when we ask, do you go to kindergarten? Notice do you. In German it would be gehst du zur Kindergarten? Go you to kindergarten? But in English we add this do function for do you. This is very strange. What does this mean? We actually think maybe it came from Celtic. Because remember, England was a Celtic land before the Anglo-Saxons came with German. So this might have come from from the Celts. Anyways, but the way that English is the same is if I say, I am American, an American, Amerikaner. If I want to ask this to you, I say, bist du Amerikaner? Bist du Amerikaner? And this is the same as English. In English, for to be, we use it directly in the question instead of do you. We say, are you American? Exactly like German. Okay. So what happens after this? The French invade England, bringing French. And if you see, even today, if the royal family of England gives an official proclamation, it will be in Norman French and not in English, because French was the language of the rulers. And so French had this real power in England for I don't know. It's beyond me, like a couple hundred years, let's say. So French injected a bunch of vocabulary into English. Let's think of some French words. I actually wrote some down here. Detour. energy, heritage, machine, design. These are all French words, and that's what makes English so strange in its spelling. You can basically figure out how to spell German just by listening. Dutch might be a little bit different. I'm still learning Dutch. So, but French has a very different spelling style. Now, there's another injection. I think it was actually pre-French. Is the Vikings invaded England, and they brought something that German doesn't have. They brought the TH sound that is so strange to English. Th, unvoiced, th, and the. Th and the. These are both in just Norwegian. Norwegian, Swedish, Danish, Icelandic. This came from the Vikings. And now we have it. The, this, that. And we have think, through, therapy. You know, we have the th and the. Right? Well, after the Vikings and the French, or despite the Vikings and the French, the language of education was Greek and Latin. So we have a lot of Greek and Latin words, especially in regards to science, math, medicine, which is science, and philosophy. We have a lot of Greek and Latin, because that was the language of the educated people in the English-speaking world. And I think this is the same with a lot of Europe. This is because the Roman Empire was so powerful, and so and they brought Latin, but also the Greeks invented Western philosophy, or philosophy in general, this idea of how we do philosophy. So philosophy, this philosophy, comes from Greek. Physics comes from Greek. And also Latin, we have a lot of words in Latin as well. So this is why English is so strange, because it's just an amalgam of all these different things. Plus, England had its own country, and they were developing their language over time. It developed very separate from the other Germanic languages. So when you're struggling with English, why is it spelled like this? Why is the C a K? Why is it come instead of come? Or why is this E here? You know, that is from French. We have that E from French. Why is the C? Because it's from French instead of the K. So I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, make sure to ask them in the comments, like and subscribe, and also hit us up on Facebook so that we can have further conversation. All right, I hope this was helpful. See you.